Hey guys, you are in bed with Kate, and Kate today is on this beautiful bed from Ride Love Rock. And today we're gonna talk about deep throat. I'm sure every person who gives blowjobs has experienced how hard it is sometimes to take it deep in your throat. Some people absolutely hate it and they're even afraid of it. And deep throating is an oral sex technique that involves taking the entire penis into the mouth until it reaches the back of the throat. Deep throating can cause the giver to gag or even throw up in some cases. Doesn't sound sexy, right? But thanks to porn, guys are crazy about it. And as everything else in life, you can easily learn the skill and impress your partner. This is an advanced blowjob technique that can be incredibly satisfying for the receiver and the giver if you learn how to do it right and if you feel confident about yourself. Learn more about this oral sex technique, and here are some tips to help you to make the most of this experience. So today we're going to discuss various ways to deal with the gag reflex and some tips for pleasurable deep throat experience. Guys, according to YouTube policy, 18 plus content can be promoted and monetized. I'm doing this for free just to raise the level of sexual education because someone has to talk about these topics loudly. So please like and subscribe, it's not that hard and I'll appreciate it a lot. And let's get started. And first of all, we gotta figure out what to do with this gag reflex. So there are throat training exercises you can do to help to desensitize your gag reflex. Keep in mind, this training must take place over time in order to be effective. Pick a phallic-shaped object starting with something small like a little dildo or your finger and slowly move the object towards the back of your throat. When you feel yourself starting to gag, stop and try to relax while taking a deep breath in order to suppress your gag reflex and try to hold it there. Once you are able to hold it there for the full 10 seconds, start moving the object in and out slowly. This may stimulate your gag reflex even more. And make sure to keep breathing and repeat this exercise as often as you can if you really want to become pro in giving deep throat. Have you ever experienced this uncomfortable gag reflex while trying to brush your tongue? Instead of avoiding it, try placing your toothbrush or another object at the back of your tongue and slowly work on controlling your reflex. When you feel the urge to gag, pull back a bit and try again. It's a mental game too, so remind yourself to stop when you feel that sensation. And again, your brain controls all of the responses to all of these reflexes and unwanted sensations. You have to remind yourself that you are in control of your body. So you can practice deep throating with your fingers, for example. This technique is a great way to train your gag reflex and to learn how to work with it. Make it a part of your skill set and work through it. Or, of course, you can use suction cup dildo. This is the ideal option. This will help you to train for real. You'll require a dildo with a lot of flex so it curves down your throat. Realistic toys are great for this. And of course, it has to have a suction cup so you can stick it to any surface, whether it's a table or a floor, and you can experiment with the different range of positions and angles. But it has to be curved, so this is a very important moment. So it has to be either bendable or curved dildo for the G-spot. And after some training and after some practical exercises, of course, train yourself on the real thing. Take it slow and remember to breathe and see where it takes you. So a few words about breathing. When it comes to deep throating, using your breath to help you to relax is an important ingredient for success. Plus, your sinuses must be cleared out, so don't do it when you have stuffy nose or use a spray before going there. Inhale as you slide him out, using this moment to take a breath. Inhale as he's going in and exhale as he's going out. Sticking your tongue out or flattering it will allow the penis to slide further down the throat. And here's some quick tips and tricks to enhance your deep throat technique. Squeezing your thumb in your left fist or pinching the fleshy skin between your thumb and index finger, known as hagu point, are both said to reduce gag reflex and use your tongue to block the back of your throat, and this creates a pillow-like cushion for him to trust into and protects your gag zone as well. And of course, fake it by wrapping your hands around his girth in front of your lips, so your hand feels like an extension of your mouth. And of course, get loose. It's common for your muscles to tense while performing oral, especially if you are thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up now. So please try to control your thoughts, otherwise your brain will start sending these messages to your nerve endings and you will eventually throw up. In the worst case scenario, of course. So the trick here is to relax your body and mind beforehand. And it's not just about relaxing your throat during a blowjob. Your mouth should be loose too, and your body. And of course, and you have to be relaxed mentally as well. And what about cum, you may ask? I would say, at least give it a try. Finish down your throat. Many guys have received blowjobs where they finished in their partner's mouth. However, very few guys have experienced climaxing down their partner's throat while getting deep-throated. In porn, this is called a throat pie. It feels completely different for your man. And of course, it feels very different for you too. At very least, if you are not into swallowing cum, when he finishes down your throat, you can't really taste it. Sometimes you might not even feel it and realize that there is a throat pie in your throat only afterwards, only after they tell you that it's there. And don't forget that your hands can help when your mouth needs some time to relax. The average penis size is 5.17 inches when it's hard. It's hard to go deep every time, so let your hands help. Put the tip in your mouth and your hands around the base, stroke the base and play with the head with your tongue. A blowjob isn't all about the mouth. In fact, adding hand moves introduces a different level of pressure and sensation. It's also a good go-to if deep throating isn't really your thing. And of course, go slow, especially if it's your first time deep throating. Take control of the pace. While regular blowjobs can be more casual in approach, deep throating requires precision to be satisfying for the receiver and safe for giver. Don't go from zero to deep throat. Gradually build your way up. Spend some time licking the shaft, circling the head, sucking the tip. You can increase the pace and the amount of the penis or dildo in your mouth as momentum builds. And don't forget to spit on it, like a lot. While everyone has their own preference when it comes to moisture, incorporating saliva in your blowjob is always a good idea. Saliva acts like a natural lubricant, which can lead to more pleasurable experiences. So, you don't have to overdo it, but a little bit of saliva can go a long way, especially when things start to feel a little dry. Keeping a glass of water nearby might also be very handy to prevent this dry mouth. It's all about finding what works best for you and your partner, but still, don't forget to spit on it. And of course, apply lubrication. Before you begin the process, apply lube to your partner's penis to avoid friction, which can be painful for the receiver and the giver. A penis isn't a vagina, it doesn't self-lubricate and doesn't get wet on its own. To make it really pleasurable, better get a lube. Everything better when it's slippery. For fun sex play, flavored water-based lubes are perfect. They can be used for oral sex and you don't need to worry about removing the lube before the penetration. And you can pleasure him for longer with no sore lips, achy jaw, or dry mouth. It makes the sliding better and you will produce more natural saliva. Flavored lube can make oral sex more enjoyable by adding fun flavors and reducing discomfort. It also reduces friction, allowing you to pleasure each other for longer. Plus, it makes oral sex taste way better. Some people don't like the natural taste of genitals, and the flavored lube can help you to make your oral sessions feel like a dessert. Flavored lubes can stimulate your senses and extend oral sex sessions. And using flavored lubes make your blowjob taste like a dessert, because manufacturers come up with new tastes every year, from caramel salt to cappuccino. And it's very important to find this winning position too. Placing the mouth and throat in an aligned position can help to relax the throat muscles, making it easier for the penis to explore the depths of your throat. There are a few positions that are particularly good for this type of BJ. Your partner lies on his back with you on your side, which allows you to be in control of how deep you take him into your throat. Some deep throaters prefer 69ing. On your knees is another option. This allows your throat to open more, and especially if you are lying on your back. Or lie on your back with no pillows beneath your head and elevate your legs. Lifting your legs can alter your spine alignment so that your throat and the mouth are in a straight line. Also, try lying on your back with your head hanging off the bed. However, this position is really good for a deep throat, but it does require trust and communication with your partner beforehand, because here you are in a submissive position and you have no control of how deep it gets in your throat. To make it a comfortable experience, your partner has to realize that, and you have to give him some guidance at very least about how you feel. And whatever position you want to try, one of the most important things is that you are able to feel comfortable, safe, and relaxed with your partner. Find a rhythm. Once you are comfortable and once you are able to hold their penis in the back of your throat, allow your partner to trust gently. Just breathe in and out during the process, and if you need to, take breaks if you are having troubles breathing. As you establish your rhythm, consider introducing wrist twist maneuver to your technique. This involves using a rotational motion with your firm wrist while your mouth is on the penis and as your hand moves up and down. Get creative with a blend of oral techniques and manual stimulation. So let's dive into the sensors. While there are numerous approaches to the performing fellatio, a straightforward method involves encircling your dominant hand around the penis shaft and incorporating your mouth at the same time by forming an O shape with your lips with your index finger and thumb, pressing them against your lips, and then maneuvering your hand and lips in tandem along the penis shaft. You can also keep your mouth stationary and move your moistened hand up and down independently. Use your tongue to tease them. Once your partner feels sensation of your mouth, they are likely to be thrilled. Your lips and a tongue offer warmth, texture, and moisture that are unique and highly stimulating. When pleasuring your partner orally, maintain a soft and relaxed tongue position and use it to playfully tease their sensitive areas. Experiment with using different parts of your tongue to stimulate his penis. You can employ the tip of your tongue to trace along the head and frenulum, the sensitive area on the underside where the penis head meets the shaft. These areas, especially frenulum, are filled with nerve endings, so prepare for an intense reaction from your partner. Additionally, you can use the flat part of your tongue to lick from the base of the shaft to the very tip and back down, and incorporate some teasing tongue flicks for added sensation. And of course, don't ignore other parts of their body. The head of the penis is filled with sensitive nerve endings, so feel free to lick it and draw circles gently all over the head. Use your hands to squeeze his bum. Rub, scratch, caress his perineum. Insert a finger or two to massage his prostate gland. Of course, if he is into anal play, or at least if he is receptive, not against it. And of course, you can use your nails to scratch his chest and back gently while you're throating him or sucking on their balls. And it's very important to remember that they need to see that you are into it. So make occasional eye contact. It's super sexy, just occasional. You don't have to stare at them all the time. But no eye contact can be cold and detaching. He has to see that you are enjoying it. And if your face says that you are about to throw up and that's what you are thinking about, it will be a major turn off. So love the penis that you are blowing. And no teeth. This is very important because everything can literally go to shit if you hurt him with your teeth. Imagine they kinda disappear when the blowjob starts. Cover tips with the lips and open your mouth wider. Head is super sensitive and you don't wanna hurt. He's the most sensitive part, eating it like a slice of pizza. Make an O shape with your mouth and begin sliding up and down along the shaft of their penis. Work on keeping a tight seal with your lips as you use your tongue to glide up along the shaft. And while making the airtight O shape with your mouth, you will naturally find yourself wrapping your lips over your teeth. Thanks for watching this video. Deep throat is a very important skill to have. And I invite you to join my training, Blowjob 101 or Deep Throat Techniques, for those who want to learn more. And for those of you who want to save a little bit of money, the promo code for the discount for Deep Throat Technique training is RideLoveRock. Visit embedwithkate.com. I'll leave a link in the description of this video and fill out the form and I'll get back to you. We'll schedule the time of the training. The price will depend on the group size, but after attending this training, you'll take it as deep as possible back in your throat. And I'll see you next time in Bed with Kate.